Time served, what do we do?
Yes, time served.
For time served. We can fashion that for time served.
Versus Chris, job interview, invitation to a breakout room, and then invitation to a breakout room.
Yes, ma'am. I was just hoping I could get to a job interview. I left the state and I paid my fine already.
Welcome back to Time Served, the channel that scams the docket so you don't have to. And yes, this is real. We are traveling to Greenwood County, where an old friend of the channel, Judge Webster, is making an appearance, and boy, does she have a putz. Mr. Wood has problems as small as no pen in his car while sitting in a parking lot, missing a job interview to rectal cancer. And you're going to hear all about it, as this rambling man has no social cues, and if you ask me, is probably high as a kite. Tell us what you think by commenting below. Check out the latest hammer drop in the 187 here. Like and subscribe, set your notifications to all. Let's roll, nerds.
Yes, ma'am. I was just hoping I could get to a job interview. I left the state and I paid my fine already. And I've done my
Okay.
everything. And I thought this was just going to be a formality. Like 10 minutes ago. But I spoke with him,
so your job interview,
I'm pretty sure I'm safe. I just need to.
Your job interview was set for 9:50.
No, ma'am. It was set for 9:45, but that's irrelevant. I was just about to say that.
Why don't you let me do a little talking first? We're on the record in 2022 TR 1081, State of Kansas versus Christopher Robert Wood. The state appears by and through County Attorney Jared Regier. The defendant appears in person and pro se. Mr. Regier, you're here on one count of transporting an open container of alcohol in Butler County on March 16th, 2022. Your first appearance was scheduled July 6th of 2022. You failed to appear. A bench warrant was issued, so you have been recovered and brought to court, or bonded to come to court. This charge is an unclassified misdemeanor. The maximum fine is $200. The maximum jail sentence is up to 6 months. And are you going to have an attorney represent you on this, sir?
Well, I was hoping that I thought, I don't know how it works at this point, that I thought we could work something out. I live in Texas now. When the reason I didn't show up for court in the first place, I just got diagnosed with cancer, and I was going through chemo. I didn't even drive again, but I paid the fines, and I reinstated my license now in Texas, and I finished all my therapies, and it was just a crazy time. That's why it didn't get attended to in an appropriate manner. It was all, and now, and I was hoping with the. I paid the fine, I believe, in whole and court costs, and I was just hoping we could stop it here. I don't know how that works.
Well, I don't know what your suggestion is. If you're wanting it to go away, you haven't paid any fines and costs. All you've paid are bonds for failure to appear. The defendant, or the state does have that diversion program I was talking to you about. You might apply and see if you can get it dismissed. You can apply online and take care of the paperwork by mail if you want to look into that.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, you can plead not guilty and set it for trial. You can plead guilty and
what is
dispose
the
of
what
it
is the
today. You can plead no
uh,
contest and dispose of it today.
yeah, but what is it? What is the outcome? What are the you
The
know, what can I get?
possibilities are a
Yeah.
fine, but the fine can be no more than $200. Court costs would be 108. The court could impose a jail sentence, no more than 6 months. Probation is generally given for that. That could be non-reporting probation. That could be reporting. Non-reporting is usually given. I can't make any promises.
Uh, so I have to pay $200 and it'd be 6 months probation is my outcome.
Yeah, your
Okay.
probation could be up to a year. Your jail sentence could be up to 6 months.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well then, I'd like to plead no contest.
Right.
Just and yeah.
Before I entertain your plea, do you wish
Nope.
to hire an attorney? If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you can apply and see if you
No,
qualify for
I'm
court
good.
appointed. You don't want an
Thanks
attorney?
though. Nah, I'll be all right.
And no one's making you give up your attorney?
Well, I mean, kinda, but no, I'm playing. I'm
Well,
joking.
who's making you give up your right to?
Yeah, I was just playing. It's not the appropriate time. I apologize.
Well, who's
Sorry.
making you give up your right to an attorney?
No one. I was being. I apologize, ma'am. I shouldn't. Never mind.
All right.
I apologize.
Okay. Well, you understand that you can hire an attorney, and if you can't afford one, you can apply and see if you qualify to have one court appointed.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Okay.
I
Knowing
understand.
that,
Thank you.
okay. I'm going to find that you have knowingly and voluntarily waived your right to counsel on the record. And
Yes, ma'am.
you said you wanted to plead no contest to transporting an open container.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means you don't want to admit the charge, but you don't want to deny it and take it to trial either.
Sure. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone making you enter this plea today?
No, ma'am.
Did you understand if I accept your plea, you will have given up your right to trial and you will be found guilty?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No, and no one's making you enter this no contest plea.
No, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Regier, do you have a factual basis to support a no contest plea?
I do, Your Honor, pursuant to paragraphs 4, 6, and 8 of the affidavit, it would appear that this case involves a stop that occurred on March 16, 2022, at an address located in Augusta, Kansas, which I understand is within Butler County. Paragraph 4 further refers to a black Ford F-150. Pursuant to paragraph 6 of the affidavit, quote, as the officer, quote, opened the passenger door, an open container of alcohol fell outside from the vehicle, and pursuant to paragraphs 8, it would appear the defendant specifically, quote, stated the alcoholic beverages were his and he had been drinking. The contents of the open containers were dumped out, and photographs of the open alcoholic containers were captured.
Okay. I accept the defendant's no contest plea as freely and voluntarily entered. I find the state has provided a factual basis to support the no contest plea. Consequently, the defendant is found guilty of the sole count of transporting an open container. Recommendations for sentencing, Mr. Regier.
Yes, Your Honor. Although this is a case where that does appear to allege one count of transporting an open container of alcohol, and the court has made orders concerning that, it is the state's understanding that this court has followed a traditional approach with these types of offenses. With that being said, the state is prepared to recommend non-reporting probation for a period of 6 months. However, the state is also recommending a 6-month underlying sentence, a $200 fine, and $108 in court costs. I will, of course, defer to the court on the issue of repayment of the case.
Thank you, Mr. Wood. You can say, make a recommendation concerning sentencing. You don't have to. But before I determine,
I agree with I can't say his name properly, but I agree with him wholeheartedly. Go, let's continue.
all right, at this time, you are fined $200 and assessed 108 court costs for a total due of $308. You are given a 6-month jail sentence, but that is suspended, provided you successfully complete a 6-month non-reporting probation. You will not have to see a probation officer, but you will have to do a couple of things. Condition number 1, do not violate any laws during this 6-month probationary period. And number 2, pay the $308. Do you need some time to pay that, sir, or did you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I get disability right now. I'm just trying to go back to work since I've been here in Texas, and I just got my license reinstated. So I've just been going through the process of getting things done. Are you going to be able to email me all of this? My pen just doesn't work. That's all. I want to make sure.
Mr. Regier, can you see Mr. Wood gets a copy of the journal entry? And it looks like, sir, you put up on this last bond, the one posted July 7th. Well, that's not it.
The one that I just got.
The one that you posted April 22nd looks like you put up cash for, didn't you?
Yeah. My mother and father took care of that, and I left that next day. I left to Texas. So,
all right. Whoever posted that cash bond may have to sign a form, but they can arrange that, get that applied towards the money owed. Now, Sarah Recheck posted 500 back in 22, and I don't know that anybody actually followed up on that.
I thought I did. I wasn't going to debate anything, but I was pretty sure back when it happened, I paid something. But like I said, I got sick and I didn't do anything for about a year and a half there. So I mean,
it looks like Sarah Recheck never had a motion filed to collect the $500 for your failure to appear. But check with the clerk if there is any money that you can apply, that's fine. Otherwise,
wait, I missed that last part. I apologize. You were breaking up. Did you say that I owe money that they missed?
Well, normally when you fail to appear, the state files a motion. The court orders judgment on bond, and the state files a motion to follow through and collect. Nobody did that, so Ms. Recheck may have just, if nobody's going to follow up on that, she may have just saved herself $500. That was for your failure to appear. This time around, when they picked you up, it looks like you posted a cash bond. So if you want that cash bond applied towards the money owed, contact the clerk. You said your pen died, or can I give you their phone number?
No, man, my pen died. I apologize. I'm in a parking lot. So
all right. Well, when you get a chance, you call the clerk of the district court. Google Butler County Clerk of the District Court.
What am I calling them for?
You're calling them to find out where you pay your payment.
Where and when?
Well, how much time do you need to pay this $308?
Well, right now, as it stands, my only income is at $13.97 a month. And so I have to go over everything else.
If I give you 90 days, can you get it paid? 3 months?
Yeah, if I can pay $300 in 90 days. That's
what I'm asking you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I heard you. I just wanted to make sure that's what you were asking. I don't know. Yeah, we'll start there. Let's go for that.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 120 days to pay it. That's going to be a condition of your probation. If you don't get that paid in 120 days, your probation can be revoked and you can serve 6 months in the Butler County Jail.
Understood.
If you violate the laws, you can end up in the county jail. If you don't get that paid, your driver's license will be suspended.
Understood.
Go to a collection agent who could garnish your check. chase after you to get that paid. So condition number 1, violate no laws. Condition number 2, pay that within 120 days. Condition number 3, I'm not going to order. That was going to be to make you get your picture and prints done, but it looks like you've done that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Regier?
Not on this matter, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Mr. Wood, you can mail that payment in. You can make it in person or you could pay it online. To get the contact information to do any of those 3, Google Clerk of the District Court, Butler County, Kansas, and they'll tell you how to do it. If you don't do it, it's on you. You know the consequences. I've gone over them.
Yep.
But I'm curious, sir, if you're disabled, how is it that you are going to a job interview?
It's called the Ticket to Work program, and it's through the SSDI.
Okay,
It's supposed to get me back to work.
very
I got
good.
disability because I was in the middle of working full swing when I got rectal cancer stage 3, and I had to go. So that's, but I would anyway. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
So,
Well, you've answered my question, and I hope that you can get that rescheduled. But for now, you may go, sir.
all right. Who's gonna
anything
email
else?
me the information?
Oh, yeah. Destiny, can you email him?
That information that
The
just
information on
transpires,
where,
please.
can you email him on where he can make his payments?
We don't usually do that, Judge.
All right, then.
Please,
He can
please,
call
I
in,
I
yeah.
would greatly appreciate it. I don't have a.
Well, I think what they're going to do, Mr. Wood, is they're going to require you to call them. And Mr. Regier, please send him a copy of the journal entry. Maybe put the
And you
information in
go.
there.
What's the number? Just okay. Can you tell me the number then, please?
Is
See
your pen
what
going
I
to work?
probably not, but I'm gonna see what I can do with my memory. Let's go for it.
Okay, at
Thanks.
least maybe you can make an indentation in the paper. 316
Yep.
322
Yes, ma'am.
4370.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. You guys are amazing.
Thank you. You may go, sir. We'll be in
And Your
recess
Honor.
on Wood. Mr. Regier, did you have something?
On the issue of the journal entry in this matter, I per the court's earlier indications on the record, I will put a note in the file.
Thank you. I appreciate that.